Are you renting out a spiral staircase or a death slide? Because sometimes the difference is one loose screw. Grab a coffee. We are talking about handrails and balustrades today, the most boring topic that could literally save someone's life. Think of a balustrade like the bodyguard of your staircase. It just stands there quietly until someone leans on it too hard. If it fails at that exact moment, you are not getting a 5-star review, you are getting a lawsuit. Here is the first rule, and it is not a suggestion. Most codes want your handrail sitting between 34 and 38 inches above the stair nose. That is roughly waist height for an average adult, not shoulder height for your cousin who is 6'5". Now for balusters. Those are the little vertical soldiers standing guard between the handrail and the floor. Most residential codes say you cannot fit a ball with a diameter of 4 inches through the gap, because that is roughly the size of a toddler's head, and yes, that is exactly why the rule exists. Guardrails around decks, balconies, and elevated porches usually need to be at least 36 inches tall, sometimes 42 depending on your local code. Think of it as the difference between leaning comfortably and doing an accidental backflip off your own patio. Let's talk load, because a handrail is not just for decoration. It needs to survive a real human being grabbing it in a panic. Most codes require it to withstand around 200 pounds of force in any direction. So if yours wiggles like a loose tooth, that is not charm. That is a failure waiting to happen. Here's where hosts mess up constantly. They treat handrails like a vibe instead of a structural element. You see gorgeous rope railings on some cabin listing and think that looks rustic and cute, but if it cannot pass an actual load test, it is basically a decorative hazard with good lighting. A quick myth to bust: taller is not automatically safer. If your railing is too high, people cannot grip it properly during a stumble, so code height ranges exist for a reason. They match how human hands and balance actually work. Materials matter too, so let's not just talk numbers, let's talk substance. Wood needs to be treated and checked for rot, metal needs rust resistance, and glass panels need tempered or laminated glass, because regular glass shattering near a staircase is basically a horror movie trailer. Installation matters just as much as design, because a stunning railing bolted into rotten wood is like putting a seatbelt in a car with no engine. Anchors need to go into structural framing, not just decorative trim, or the whole thing becomes a very expensive wobble. Inspection should not be a one-time thing you do before listing photos. Check twice a year for loose bolts, rust, cracks, or wood that feels soft, because weather does not care about your 5-star rating. A lot of hosts assume older homes are grandfathered in forever, safe from any new code. Sometimes that is true, but the moment you renovate, rent commercially, or a local inspector gets involved, that grandfather clause can vanish faster than free breakfast at a hotel. Local codes can vary more than you think. Some cities use the International Residential Code. Others tweak it for climate or building age. This is why calling a local inspector or licensed contractor before installing anything is way smarter than trusting a video from someone renovating a barn 3 states away. Think about it like this. Your staircase is basically a silent employee working every single day your listing is live. It never asks for a raise, but it will absolutely make headlines if it fails on the job. So the real takeaway here is simple. Safe railings are not about meeting the bare minimum. They are about protecting real people having a real vacation in your real property. If you want to go deeper into safety upgrades that actually boost your listing's trust in bookings, check out our links in the description. We would love to help you out there.